All right, so this case is finally getting some attention. I saw a clip on Banfield, and then there's this article out, and this is about the mother, Katie Ferguson, who went missing on a cross-country trip. Seriously wrong. In my gut, I just knew, warns brother of missing Katie Ferguson after eerie new footage of mom scared in car emerges. And there is footage of her. They were questioned by a police officer, and it's almost like you can tell she wants to like blurt something out, but she just seems like she's terrified. She just looks. It's sad. The article has a lot of quotes from her brother that I'll get into, but basically saying that her fear of the boyfriend brought her back to him. Ferguson moved away from Aviles to Alabama to start a new life with their 4-year-old and 11-year-old, according to her family. She had gotten clean from drug use and seemed to be doing well, but after a few months, she packed her things and asked Aviles to come and pick them up, only to disappear during the trip. It's a cycle of abuse, said Ferguson's mom, Mona Hartling, in an episode of Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. We came here to start afresh, me and the babies, to get away from Adam. The cycle of abuse is why I believe she reached out to Adam, and the 3-year-old at the time was 3, wanted to talk to Daddy. Aviles was under intense scrutiny since he was arrested on unrelated ammunition charges on November 8th. He was basically charged with being a felon in the presence of ammunition. I believe a firearm too. And I've already done a video on this case where they, the passenger seat was missing. There was a smell of putrefied blood, and there was 2 bullets in the passenger door. According to police documents, he's considered a suspect in a homicide, but officials have yet to pin Ferguson's disappearance on him. The arrest came 4 days after Aviles Durango was discovered in a state of disrepair in a rural area of Park County, Wyoming. Inside the car, Park County Sheriff's deputies found Clorox wipes, a full Glock pistol magazine with live ammunition, and according to police, the smell of rotting blood. Ferguson's family said there was also a bullet hole in the passenger side that was covered with duct tape. Also, when they found him, he was carrying a jug of gas, and people believe that he was trying to set the car ablaze to get rid of all that evidence. I just knew, Ferguson's brother said, speaking on Crime Stories. Ferguson's brother Alan described the horrific moment he realized his sister was missing. He said he hadn't heard from her in about a month, so he started messaging her on Snapchat and Instagram where they normally chatted. When she never responded to his calls and messages, his mother made the decision to file a missing persons report. For some reason in my gut, I just knew something was wrong, he said. The sick feeling stemmed from the abuse his sister allegedly suffered by Aviles' hand. Alan went on to describe moments where Aviles allegedly screamed at Ferguson and told her he wanted to dispose of her and take the kids. I would be there to stand up for her, and my mom would be there. It was just a cycle of the same thing over and over, he said. Despite asking her to leave Aviles multiple times, Alan said he never did. New body cam footage shows the last known sighting of Ferguson sitting in the same Durango where bullets and blood were found. On October 5th, a police officer in Truman, Arkansas, which is less than an hour northwest of Memphis, Tennessee, approached a Don Durango at a gas station. The passenger door was ajar, and inside sat Ferguson, sorting through road trip snacks while her baby screamed in the back. I started crying because I think that was the last time she was seen alive, Ferguson's sister Nicole told CBS affiliate KTVQ after seeing the footage. My mom thought she looked scared. I think she didn't look good. I think she looked like she was tired. The video captured Aviles in the background yelling at the baby to be quiet and questioning whether the police officer could ask for his ID. He was kind of a jerk, Nicole said. After asking a few questions and looking at their IDs, the officer let them continue on their trip. On October 9th, the car was pulled over by police again, but this time Ferguson was not inside. Aviles made it back to Cody with their 2 daughters, and Ferguson was nowhere to be found. Ferguson is still considered a missing person until cops find evidence otherwise, Fox News reported. Aviles, now faces the prospect of 15 years in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $250,000 fine, according to a press release issued by the Wyoming U.S. Attorney's Office. He also possessed one Fauci .45 bullet between November 2nd and November 4th, according to federal documents. Sadly, this one seems pretty clear-cut what happened here. The thing that really bothers me is that even though those kids were very young, they might remember seeing whatever happened to Katie, which is probably going to haunt them for the rest of their life. So let me know what you think. Put it in the comments.